Hey guys, this is Pharaoh 2091, and I'm here giving you guys a brand new Let's Play. This is Digital, a love story. Now this requires a little bit of an explanation. A couple weeks ago, I was on Steam and I came across a demo from a game called Analog, a Hate Story. When I played it, it turned out to be kind of like a visual novel in a sense, where what decisions you made kind of affected how the game was going to play out in terms of like story and what choices you have later on. The thing is, I also found out that through that game there are two other games released previously to it. This game, a digital love story, is the first one that came out, and there was like a spiritual successor, although I wouldn't really say it belongs in there. There's a spiritual successor called Don't Take It Personally, Babe, but this isn't your story, or this is not your story, or something like that. Which reminds me, kind of follows the same little format in terms of like choices you make and whatever, but it's more for like high school drama. Now this game, as you can see, it looks really old, or like it seems kind of like, what the hell? Like this looks like a really old operating system. But the thing is, this game or setting is kind of set upon the Amiga operating system, or Amiga computer, which was it was a really old computer system back in the days, and that's kind of how the game pans out. That's how the interface is. The thing is, this game, there's really no wrong choices at all. You kind of just have to click through and read everything, or you don't even have to read everything. You just click through until the game's done. So the game shouldn't take that long, and another reason I'm doing this right now, I'm doing it along with Rechain of Memories, or Reverse Rebirth, and Phoenix Wright, because I do not think a lot of you guys may enjoy this as much as I do, but I still wanted to cover it. This game, it's a huge visual novel. I just read a bunch of messages, and I follow like certain stuff, and there's more story to it. I really like the story, actually. I mean, that's why I play a lot of the games, is for the story. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Unless you guys want to go ahead and download this game for yourselves and try it out, but I thought I might as well cover it. Now, just to warn you guys, this game's a little bit more mature than a lot of games I've even covered. Actually, I don't think I've really covered any mature games so far in my Alpine career. And what I mean by mature, I guess the story can be a little bit mature, but not really. It just focuses on love and other devious acts. But there's also like the wording that they use. They say, shit, asshole, fuck, excuse my language. But the reason, they say a lot of those words because this game's more adult oriented and in that sense. And I figured I might as well go ahead and just, indulge in that as well. So you guys might be saying you don't have to say it, but, well, I guess I'm just going to, and it's my choice. Sooner or later I will get into games that may use those words, or, maybe like violent or whatever. So, yeah, that's why it's a warning. I'm telling you guys right now, this is not a game or LP that everybody should probably watch. It's not lighthearted at all in certain aspects. So, yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy this. It's just something I wanted to do and just get out there. Maybe you guys enjoy it, maybe not, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and cover it. Now, I would show like a little boot up sequence that happened as soon as it turned on the game, but nothing special. It just boots up a little bit and these words pop up, that's it. So in any case, let's go ahead and get started. Just click run and boom. First thing, what's your screen name? Pharaoh. Then it's going to ask you, what's your real name? Don't worry, this information won't be shared with anyone else, so be honest. What's your first name? Pharaoh. Okay, so now what's your last name? Pharaoh? I really don't care. I'm not going to use I don't feel like using my real name. Although you guys could probably figure it out, but, screw it. So, whenever you start the game, there's always a music panel right here, and you can easily pause it or play it. It doesn't. I just keep it on so I can have some type of music going on in the game. And I'll go over the controls in a little bit. Although I think one of the messages will do that already. But here's what happens. There's a little square on the top left of any screen. You click it, and that pretty much acts as like an X. So as you can see, like, there's really not much here. It's just, this is the Ami or Amy workbench, which is kind of like a pun for Amiga. And, yeah, it just looks like a very old operating system or computer, and I just like that, because I'm a technology geek person, so kind of cool for me. And this little icon right here is kind of like a save. Here I have a couple of my auto saves I did a couple weeks ago, actually. And, yeah. That's pretty much it. Save and load. This is, well, just kind of like options. Windows focus. I'm doing it windowed. You can toggle scan lines, a volume, modem. I'm actually going to lower that a little bit. You'll see what that is in a little bit. And you can change your screen name, real name, whatever, or you just X out. Alright, so the whole point of the game, you're going to check your messages, and, like, you're going to see a bunch of these new messages that pop up, and you have to read them. So let's read the first one. Welcome to your new system. Congratulations, you've got your brand new Ami workbench up and running. Here are a few things you might need to know to get started. To close the window, click the square icon and type left. Download applications appear on your desktop, click their icons to save them, and open them. To save your system state or load a previous state, just click on the disk icon on top of the screen. To adjust your volume, display mode, any options, click the pinwheel icon on top right. We hope you enjoy your new computer. Ami Microsystems 1988. Yep, that's pretty much what I'm going to do in the whole entire game, guys, so either you enjoy it right now or you're going to hate it. I mean, there's a story to it, but, you know, hey. Alright, we got a message from Mr. Wong. Hey, Pharaoh, so you have your computer set up. I thought for Mr. Pharaoh's kid, I'd throw in a little something extra. There's a dialer for your modem attached to this message. If you can plug it into your phone line, you can use it to dial BBSs, which are known as bulletin board systems. Just make sure not to run up your dad's phone bill with long-distance calls, okay? Here's a BBS I recommend looking at. And they have a little number here. And we got it from George Wong, who's from Wong Computers. Now, some of these messages are going to have attachments, so you click on it, and it automatically gets sent to your desktop. Sweet. And, well, is that it? Yeah, that's it. So he tells us to look at a phone, or like a BBS we have to enter into. So it says enter your local number we should dial. Well, the thing is, I kind of forgot the number already, so there's a couple times where I'm like, oh crap, what the hell's the number again? So I have to go back to the message. Don't worry, this won't be a problem for too much longer, but I just need to look at it right now. 698-5519. Alright, so let's go ahead and X that out real quick and type it in. 698-5519. Now look what happens when you press dial. Doesn't that bring you back to the good old days of the internet, guys? I know it does for me. Alright, and once you dial into a BBS, you kind of like log in. You actually like look at their home screen in a sense. Lake Central Local, which I'm assuming is kind of like the hometown of your character. So, you know, the SysOp is like the system administrator, which is, or system, well, I guess it could be the administrator, but the main person in charge of the board. So, J. Rook, 24 hours a day, blah, blah, number, logo, really don't need to know any of this stuff. Hosted by Super BBS, no doors, no BS, just your best connection all of Lake City. Okay. And when you click login, it says, you know, type your new password or enter your password, just type new for a new account. Of course, we have a new account, so type in new, enter the password you'd like to be. Well, for this case, just to make this a little bit easier, I'm just going to type in password. The thing is, guys, never, ever name your passwords password or 1234, anything stupid like that. I'm doing it just for this game. And once you do that, you're registered, and you can actually check messages on the BBS itself. And when you click on messages, well, there's a list of messages that appear. So you can open these up. These little icons, you can actually download the messages to your own message box so you don't have to keep logging in, which I like doing. So first things first, that's what I always do, which is download the messages so I always have it for any other case. Sending a PM, you can send a message back, although I don't think this really serves a purpose as long as you reply to the messages, but, you know, whatever. So I think the messages go from, I could have sworn it went from bottom to up, but this one looks like it's going up to down, but, whatever. First one. 1. What is a BBS? Why, that's an awfully dumb question. In case you couldn't tell, you're on one right now. A BBS is just short for a bulletin board system, where people come together online to post messages, share software, download text files, hold debates, and more. Sweet. Now, a lot of these messages, you can click a reply, which will, well, you essentially reply back to the author of the post. The thing is, though, in this game, you're never shown what you reply. You're always kind of you kind of have to guess or interpret what the protagonist wrote from the other replies people get from your messages. So you just click reply, oh boom, that's it. Now, first poem from Amelia. You wrote me a love letter promising that every word is true, but I'm confused by the signature, so remind me, who are you? Is it any good? It's the first time I've ever written a poem before, so be brutally honest, please. I'd really like to understand poetry better. Okay. And a little thing about computer viruses. The first computer virus appeared on ARPANET back in the 70s. Called the Creeper, it traveled across every open system on a network it could connect to, spawned a copy of itself, and dumped the phrase, "I'm the Creeper, catch me if you can," to the screen. Eventually, a program called the Reaper was developed to clear the infection. It worked in the exact same way, spreading like a virus across every available system on a network, self-replicated, and deleted the Creeper wherever it could be found. Which is kind of cool. I mean, I kind of understood that thing. I actually had to read a whole history about ARPANET for one of my classes, and essentially it's pretty much a prototype for the internet, if you want to say that. And, well, yeah, once you read these messages, I would recommend you open your messages so you could see new things come in. Oh, here's a little thing from the Lake City registration. Thanks for registering a Lake City local, Pharaoh. Your password is password. Okay. You could reply back, but I don't think it matters, and okay. So we reply back. Now here's what I like to do to get the game going. I like to keep my messages window open as well as the board. And when I do it, go back home, and it says now new private messages downloaded. So that means that someone replied to you. So, alright, let's check this out. No, not at all. ARPANET's basically a big government computer network, also called the Internet. Well, it used to be military anyway, and it was back in the 70s. Now the military has a separate network, MilNet, and the ARPANET Internet is just the government researchers and college computers. Right now it's just a couple hundred nodes, with maybe a few thousand people accessing it in total, but it's growing way faster than most give it credit for, especially now it's opening to commerce. By 1998, there'll probably be thousands of computers on it. It's pretty neat stuff, really. Ah, the irony. And, ooh, we got a message back from Amelia. I do suppose you're right. Thanks, I appreciate your directness. I'll have to keep that in mind for my next attempt. To tell you the truth, I'm really glad you replied. Nobody else really had anything worthwhile to say. Just some compliments that were obviously false, and asking if I really was a girl. Why wouldn't anyone ask a question like that? But you seem nice, Pharaoh, and much better than that. Thank you. So, like I said, it seemed like in my initial response, I was a little bit more direct with her. I was kind of like blunt. I was like, well, it could be better, but, you know, this, blah, blah, blah. That's just how my character is. Me, personally, I might have probably went the false compliment way, but then again, who knows? And like that, go here, oop, new message. I want from Amelia. See, the game keeps going on like this, so that's what I'm saying. You guys may not enjoy this LP at all, but that's why this is like a third one I'm doing on top of the ones I'm already doing now, so maybe you guys can still enjoy it. So, oh, I know exactly what you mean. I really do feel the same way all the time, you know? A lot of hackers have this very strong sense of self-identity, and I'm very envious of that. There's certain things I've learned very quickly not to be certain of anything, but I wish I could be. Does that make sense to you? I guess. I don't know. Let's see what else is there. Another one from Amelia. This one's called Cryptic. Cryptic? Oh, I'm the one who wrote Cryptic. Cryptic? I suppose so. I'm sorry. It's just that I'm in a very awkward position. It's sort of hard to talk about. You have to forgive me for dancing around my problems. It's just complicated. I'm sorry. Can you live with that? Well, sure I can. I mean, I just met you, but, you know, hey. Oh, crap. I'm downloading a message on accident. Ah, damn it. Hold on a minute. Well, I read that. Well, let's read this real quick. Oh, Pharaoh, thank you so much. I knew you'd understand. You're a really good person. I really want you to know that. Oh, yeah, I know, trust me. And, oh, another more thing about the computer virus. Viruses don't really hit the big time until they left the networks, and in 1981, a virus infecting floppy disks was released into the wild, slowly letting itself be passed around disk by disk. Now, anyone with an Apple II could be a target. Oh, wow, Apple II. But it wasn't until last year, in late 1987, that a virus that actually destroyed the data was discovered on a closed network. It is only a matter of time before destruction viruses spread to the general public. Only time can tell, but this scary prospect is all too possible. You know, the thing is, this was how it was back in late 80s, early 90s, when computer networks and a lot of computer technology was still kind of new. A lot of stuff people thought could never happen has already happened, and, well, this game's like a big bowl of irony in a sense. So, I really hope you guys are enjoying this right now. As I mentioned, I don't think a lot of you guys will be enjoying it, but it's something I want to do, you know? Like, I'm always one of those people who says, do an LP of games you want to do. Don't listen to anyone saying, like, oh, you know, why the hell are you doing this? Or, like, unless you yourself doesn't have a great attitude towards the game, then don't be doing it. But if you like the game and you want people to know more about it, then just go ahead and do it, you know? My little recommendation or my little advice. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys have a little feeling of what the hell to expect from this game, and hopefully you guys will stick around. If not, then I completely understand. So, as usual, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Digital, a love story. I'll see you guys later.